Dobra Veche, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Thursday, June 25th, 2020. I'm going to do an energy check-in for Twin Flames today. And see what we got going on here. Alright. Saturn again. Okay. Yeah. I feel like right now, I mean, this has been coming up a lot. So I just, in general, I mean, cycles are definitely ending right now. Some of us are trying to control the ending of some cycles right now. Okay? And that energy, I feel like some of you are headed for a pretty massive tower that's going to force you to release control. And I think I said this yesterday where I feel like, maybe it was this morning, I don't remember, but I feel like there's something that's coming that is going to be almost like a world tower, like a massive world tower. I don't want to say the W word, but I almost feel like that's kind of what's happening right now in general anyway. But I feel like it's going to shake a lot of foundations, and I just feel some things literally crumbling, like I just feel like something just massive happening very, very soon. I don't do timelines because I'm not given those. I just the way the energies are going and what I'm seeing and the things that I'm feeling and like the downloads that I'm getting, I really feel like, and it may actually in a way be divine providence or intervention, something coming in here to kind of shake things up, because what's happening right now with everybody literally in chaos, okay, and it's an energy thing. Excuse me, it really is. It's an energy thing, okay? And I feel like some of you know this. Some of you are getting downloads here. Some of you are incredibly triggered by some of the downloads that you're getting, and it is involving, you know, not only your own situation, but how it's affecting the energy on the earthly plane right now. I mean, the world is healing. The world is healing right now. And some of you are just triggered by the illusions that are being shattered. And I've been saying this for a while. I mean, there's some massive, massive illusions being shattered right now. And these are illusions that some of us have had not only for this entire lifetime, but for lifetimes. Okay? Like literally cycles that we have repeated over and over and over again, because there's a consistent illusion that we're constantly having to battle throughout the lifetimes that we've had, you know, and the lifetimes that we've shared with our soul groups and with our counterparts, you know, and these things, yeah, I mean, it's basically the foundation that's being rocked right now, and that's why it's so explosive. You know, that's why it's so explosive, is because it's so rooted, okay? And these illusions that are being shattered right now, definitely a lot of them have to do with the family unit. I feel some of it has to do, I've already mentioned kind of like how we're changing our perception on love and what it actually means, right? But what this is doing with this shaking of the foundations is it's really exposing a lot of truth right now, and as regards the connections, some of you are seeing the truth for what it is within your connection, and it's, for lack of a better term, it's pissing you off, you know, because you couldn't control it, and you tried, and it's like you almost were in denial that you weren't trying to control it, but maybe you weren't consciously trying to control it, but the ego was. Okay, and some of you, that is what's coming up. You realize that your ego is trying to control it the entire time. You know, and that, sorry, excuse me. Some of that is bringing in some feelings of self-betrayal almost. Like, how have I betrayed myself? How have I lied to myself about what this connection actually means? Right? Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at Divine Masculine. Yeah. Swift movement happening with Divine Masculine. And when I say movement, this could be physically, it could be energetically. Some of them are possibly maybe getting communication from your masculine. You may be already getting communication from your masculine in the 5D, 3D, whatever. But I feel like some Divine Masculines are moving away from a soulmate situation. Okay, so that could be, it could be a karmic situation, or it could actually be the connection. It could be Divine Masculine who is releasing this connection right now. Okay. And I feel, I mean, there's some major inner conflict with this. Okay. It's like, and this may be, you know, something that needs to happen in order for, you know, this sounds really weird, but almost because, you know, Divine Feminine is in the process of releasing the connection. Divine Masculine, that may have been what needed to happen for Divine Masculine to release a karmic situation. But it could also be that both counterparts right now are releasing the connection, and that's what's needed to happen right now, because both counterparts have had their own codependencies in these connections. Divine Masculine has been so codependent on Divine Feminine's energy. Divine Feminine has been so codependent on just Divine Masculine in general. What is Divine Masculine doing? Where is he at? Who is he with? Yada, yada, yada. Okay. But I feel that this is needing to happen, you know, obviously in order for Divine Masculine to actually manifest what he's needing to manifest right now. And a lot of them, it's, I mean, yeah, abundance. But I'm getting like mission. Like some of them need to release some of these connections in order to fully step into mission. And I'm talking twin flame connection, could be could be their karmic connection, whatever. Okay. But some of them are still not facing their illusions here. So I'm getting like I'm getting a lot of like actual conflict in some of these situations. Like whether that be in your actual connection or with a karmic situation. Like I'm just getting a lot of fighting. Like a lot of verbally abusive situations here, verbally mentally manipulative, like things like, well, if you leave me, you know, I'm gonna make sure I ruin you, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. You know, I feel like threats being made here. Okay, so it is like a form of control. And Divine Masculine feels like he's kind of betrayed himself here. Like his illusion is that he's been controlling the situation the entire time, but in reality he has been controlled. And that in itself, I feel, is bringing in some purging. Like that's bringing in a lot of emotional things. I feel it's like, again, where I was talking about like this need to have approval, this need to have constant approval, because to them, like some of them, approval equals love. You know, they're finding that no matter what they do, right, they're not going to get that approval. And so, I mean, that's kind of bringing up some major emotional aspects for Divine Masculine, I do feel. And so what this is doing is it's bringing Divine Masculine into almost, it's like into a 3D understanding of what they actually need to do in order to better themselves in reality. So Divine Masculine, a lot of Divine Masculines are trying to make their karmic situations work. Okay, they still are. But they're also facing the illusions that they thought they had this under control and they don't. And this is also bringing up to me like a male karmic. So it could be a father figure issue, bringing up like some father issues here. You know, they maybe have some issues with a father figure specifically, okay, which is kind of counterbalancing the issues with the mother figure. Okay, so it's kind of going back and forth here. And some of them, you know, they're trying to clear karma. It's almost like they're trying to make up for their father's karma. Does that make sense? It's like they took on their father's karma and they're trying to clear that for their fathers. Does that make sense? Right? So I mean that is the main issue here for Divine Masculine that's coming in today. Yesterday was mother issues, today's father issues. So parent issues just in general, like, and if it's not like biological parents, just parental figures, you know, somebody of authority, somebody who, you know, acted in that role for them, okay, that they were constantly needing to pay back some debt, possibly for, you know, it's possible that, you know, we had maybe Divine Masculines who had absent fathers, and, you know, there's a lot of resentment towards them from the mother figure, you know, things like that, you know, and it's sad, but stuff like that happens, you know, it's unfortunate. So, but it's something that is needing to be cleared, and that's what they're going through right now. All right, so Divine Feminine, I feel like a lot of Divine Feminines are releasing some heartache right now, which is good. So finally getting out of that heartbreak, that betrayal feeling of, you know, from the connection itself. I feel a lot of you felt really betrayed by the connections, betrayed by your counterpart, you know, and tired of basically going back and forth with this, like tired of going back and forth with the energy, tired of masculine going back and forth with the energy. And a lot of you are just like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this anymore. You know, I feel like a lot of Divine Feminines have been dwelling way too much on some of these emotional aspects here and not purging properly. And so what this is doing is it's leaving you drained, and I feel like a lot of you are just finally at that point where you're like, no, I'm done. I'm officially done. Like, some of you have been in this energy of wanting to walk away for a while, but feeling like you can't. Like, every time you try, you know, maybe some of you have tried to move on. Some of you have tried, you know, maybe dating someone new or something like that, but then you get slapped in the face with your twin is still your twin kind of a thing. Trust me, I can relate. And I'm finally in this energy where I've completely released this connection. And actually, that was like probably a month or two ago. No, yeah, probably about a month ago that I finally just said I'm done. And that's when, you know, my soulmate kind of stepped up. So we have, you know, I feel like a lot of you are finally in this energy of just, I'm done. Officially, completely, energetically, got to release this. Okay? Because, yeah, that's what's been holding you back. And this is interesting. So this is actually very interesting for me. We've got the Queen of Wands in reverse, and then we've got the King of Cups in the upright. Again, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine mirroring, okay? But Divine Feminine, you know, feeling like she's been holding herself back because she's, you know, having issues walking away from Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine holding, you know, it's almost like holding the emotions hostage, okay? So how do we balance this out? Well, Divine Feminine, you've got to, when we say release, I mean, you know, you've got to release the expectations. You have to just say, you know what, I'm not going to put any more energy into healing my counterpart. They've got to do it themselves, okay? I can send love, okay? We will always be connected. I will send love, okay? But some of you have been doing like extra healing for your counterpart. And sometimes when we heal our counterparts, we're actually holding them back. We're keeping them from going through the process that they need to go through. Does that make sense? Okay. You feel like you're helping, but in reality, you're just stalling the process. Okay. You're keeping not only them stuck, but yourself. Okay. Keeping us all in stasis kind of a thing. All right. So some of you just need to face how you feel. Some of you haven't done that yet. Some of you literally have not faced how you feel at all about the connection. And that's what I mean by, and like when I say, you know, releasing some betrayal, some of you have not fully acknowledged that you feel incredibly betrayed. by your counterpart. You haven't released that yet. Okay, you're still holding on to it. Okay, so taking a look at the connecting energies here, yeah, I mean, I feel, believe it or not, I feel fulfillment coming in these connections. Once this is fully released, I feel a lot of things are going to move quicker. As far as mission goes, for those of you who are not in mission yet, you know, some of you just haven't gotten to the place where that's going to show up yet. You have to release something first, and it may actually be this. And I know I've been saying this for a while, and I know people come at me, well, you can't give up, blah, 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 blah. No, releasing expectations and releasing your twin in love and being like, you know what will be is not the same as giving up. That's not what I'm talking about. You're always connected. You're already connected in the 5D. There's already union there, especially if you're constantly psychically connected. Like me and my counterpart have a very strong psychic connection. You know, whether he acknowledges it or not, whatever, it's there. Okay? I mean, I know what I see. So, you know, that being said, I know probably more about what's going on in his life than he would ever tell me. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about. You have that constant 5D communication. You have that aspect. Don't think in the 3D. Don't think in the 3D. Okay, as far as this connection goes. Okay? So that's what I mean by fulfillment. I feel like things are going to be moving a lot swifter as far as path goes for both counterparts. Okay? Right? See, emphasis on the actual connection here. Emphasis on the actual 5D connection here, okay, and the illusion that we must be together in the 3D in order to have a connection, in order to feel love, in order to give ourselves permission to feel love. That is the illusion. That's the illusion that's being shattered in the connections right now. And so what this is doing is it's bringing in a stronger aspect in the 5D. It's bringing in a stronger spirituality, and you're going to need that. You are going to need that, okay? That's what I've been saying. There's some spiritual warfare going on right now, and it's about to get really bad, okay? So you're going to need that strength. You're going to need that connection. There's something that's coming that is requiring these 5D connections to be incredibly strong, and that's what's happening right now. The farther you are sometimes in the 3D space, the closer you are in the 5D, okay? So we're going to need that. We're going to need our intuition. We're going to need our strength. We're going to need our spiritual power on both levels, both the feminine and the masculine. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just, I feel like it's like a lot of us have been thinking completely inside the box. You need to be outside of the box here. What does a masculine and feminine mean? What does that mean to you? Does that mean 3D? What are we talking about here? We're talking about energy. Okay? So remember to release the expectations on your masculine. Because I feel like a lot of masculines, they get judgment from everywhere. Have you been judging your masculine? Have you? Okay, how does that help you? Or better yet, how does that hold you back? Okay? How does it keep you off balance? Okay? How does that keep you in the 3 of Swords? Some of you still have not released the betrayal aspect. You haven't. Be honest with yourself, okay? All right? And that, take it as it resonates. This could be masculine or feminine, whoever is awakened at this point, okay? And believe me when I tell you that the masculines, specifically just the unawakened twins in general, they are waking up. A lot of them are awakened. They just haven't admitted it to anybody outside of themselves. They're seeing the same things you're seeing. I guarantee you when you have those vivid dreams that feel like they're not dreams, they feel like they're real, though you're communicating in the 5D, okay? They're having the same dreams. And they may not have them at the exact same time. I've had this theory that, you know, I may have had a dream before or after my counterpart did, but we had the same dream, okay? So, because there is no time, right? All right, so messages from your counterparts. Yeah, still confusion energy. Majorly right now. did I just say? Because you showed them the truth. You showed them themselves. And they may have run. Because looking at a mirror image of yourself is kind of scary. Don't worry, I know. But it served a purpose. And you also have to keep in mind, I mean, I say this, yes, my twin, best thing that's ever happened to me. Why? Because it woke my butt up. I got out of a really bad situation. I am in mission. I, am just in a better place overall, and it wouldn't have happened without him. All right, so messages and advice. Yeah, some of you just need to get your head out of your butt. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just the way it's coming out. You got to get your head out of your butt. Because you haven't been able to, it's like you just haven't been able to get yourself going. You haven't been able to get yourself motivated because you've been kind of in this delusional state, and then disillusionment kind of hit. And then now all of a sudden you're just like, I don't know which way is up. Get your head out of your butt, okay? Move forward. Stop sitting there thinking about it, okay? Divine is pushing you to do something. Some of you have been neglecting yourself so bad. So bad. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that because of something your twin did or didn't do. That's just absolutely ridiculous, okay? Release the expectations. This came up yesterday too, so it's a repeat message. Release your expectations of the connection now. Do it. Stop thinking about it. Stop dwelling on it. Just do it. You're being protected. You can't get better than that, okay? You have to know. You have to know that you're being guided. You're being protected. So when the universe, the source, God, whatever you want to call it, is on your side, you cannot fail. Okay? All right, guys. I hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.